Hey guys, how's it going? It is Kire here with another Infinite Magicraid video. And in today's video, we have a lot of stuff to talk about because they just decided to have a guaranteed version of Santa that I think is extremely controversial. Right up here at the top, you can see a limited time return rate. And then at 10x, you are guaranteed to get them. And then also we have a lot of math to talk about. Should you go for them? Am I going to be going for them? All that. But before we get into that, I do have this integration I got to drop, which is all about Aptoide. They have a special announcement. Special announcement, got a 10x $25 giveaway promotion from Aptoide. It is going on from February 24th to February 28th. Okay, so here is how to enter this promotion. So it is going on from February 24th to February 28th. And you have to use my promo code Kire Mobile 5 in the AppCoins wallet that you'll need to have downloaded on either an Android phone or an Android emulator. I'm currently using BlueStacks, and I will show you how to do that here momentarily. This is a Google form that you will also see linked down in the description that you need to click to fill out some information. Currently, I'm covering up my email address down below, and then there's a next button down below. Let's click that. Then you just need to put in your email address and then also your wallet you are using for purchases. That is how you enter, and if you have one purchase within that time frame, you will be eligible to win one of the $25 gift cards. So now let me show you what you need to do on the actual app itself. So here is the AppCoins wallet. You can see it in the bottom left corner here. You click this, and then you need to go to the cogwheel in the top right, and then put promo code KireMobile5. That is necessary for you to be eligible for the promotion. And then where you can find the wallet, I'm not going to show it because I don't want to show my own wallet here, but it is down here in the bottom right-ish corner where My Wallets. If you click My Wallets there, then you will see it right on the front, kind of where this new perk is, and it will show you exactly what your wallet code is, and that's what you're going to link down there in the Google form. So that is how you enter. Good luck in the contest, and with that, guys, I'm out of here. Peace. Okay, so already this event, just in its nature, I don't think people are the most excited about when it comes to getting Santa back, just because of he's a good character, he was seasonal, and then they decided to bring him back, but the method that they went about bringing him back, they could have done so many different ways of doing that. They decided to do it in a 10x, which is incredibly poor odds to be able to even pull them in the first place. And then we have all these other events happening before and after, because remember, we have the Gift of Heaven event for the Legendary Dragon Eye coming soon after. So that's another situation where people are going to be incentivized to spend through this kind of time to pressure here. So already with all that, not happy with it. And so then they decide to last second have a guaranteed 10x rate where if you pull 10 legendary heroes, then on the 10th one and you haven't pulled them, you're guaranteed to get Nicolas, which I think is technically better. Like, this is just proving that you can be objectively better than it once was, but it's still going to piss everyone off. Which I just think is ridiculous because, yes, like I'll take this. And there's been situations like I remember watching Karzak go for Quinlan, and he pulled a ton. I don't know how many he specifically pulled, but he really wanted Quinlan on a 10x rate. I've seen this multiple times in Raid Shadow Legends, people going for a 10x rate on a specific Void hero, and they just don't get him. So technically, this is better than any of those situations because you can at least get them guaranteed if you're wailing out, or if you've saved for half a year. Maybe I don't know the specific math there on how long it would actually take to be able to save up. Like, let's say, but even if you saved 1,500 shards, you only have about a coin flip to be able to get this mathematically. And I only know that because Kelly Ipsix in the Discord actually linked this, and we'll talk about it here in a moment. But the odds are actually atrocious for this, and this is something that's really going to improve those odds technically if you want to have that guaranteed shot. But at the same time, this is already controversial. This is already, they've chosen to make it one of the worst possible ways to be able to pull for Nicolas, and then they, on the top of it, give this, okay, well, we'll guarantee him after 10x. Like, no one cares about that. Like 99% of players do not feel like this is actually going to help them. And then correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe their wording was like, oh, hey, if you missed him last time, well, here's your opportunity to get him. Like, we feel like people missed him. This is not doing that. This is another whale event just like the last one, but they're changing it from a miracle wish to an excellent wish. Like, this doesn't feel any different. And I think there's two major things that they need to do to make this better just in the future. They need to have a set release cadence so people can even be excited about this. Because if they let us know that, like, okay, hey, something like this, a character that's a seasonal character like this, you can expect once every 3 months. I think people would be feel a lot better about that. And then 2, they need to have some kind of thing where eventually it unlocks where you can use legendary Dragon Eyes into this character at a certain time frame. They need to have that announced. Those 2 things, you can have all these terrible ways of being able to pull for them, but if you change those things to where it's like, okay, first I can prepare for them, and second I know that eventually I'll be able to use legendary Dragon Eyes instead of needing multiple copies. So those are the 2 important things, but they're walking around all those things. Yes, he's back, but it's hard to get excited about it because it was super random that he even was. It just goes against what they were saying. And then 2, you need to not only pull a copy, but you need multiple copies. And then if you pull for him now, let's say you get 1 copy of him, you get lucky, and then after a 1 legend or 2 legend pulls, you pull him, which is a 15%er, so it's terrible luck, and you did all the saving, then you're not even that excited because you know that you can't ever get him fully exclusive. Regardless of how long you play, regardless of how long you save resources, it's just not going to happen. And I think they need to change that because I think that change will profit the company and make the players happy and encourage them to want to spend. This is one of those things that it's only a win-win for everyone involved. Yes, in the beginning you need to gate them for the whales to give them an incentive, but then after 4 to 6 months, I would almost be shocked if they didn't make more money long term if they made it to where they opened it up for everyone else and have a set kind of, they don't tell you the exact date on when he's going to come out until a week or 2 before, but you would at least know the release cadence of being 3 months. And then you would know after 4 to 6 that you can use legendary Dragon Eyes and they unlock them for that. I think those are that would go a long way. And then ideally, which, they've really proven that they're not going to do this, then you have something where you actually make it a good event for the, instead of doing a 10x, you can have a 10x, but maybe just him or something like that, or maybe make it something special to him to make it to where it's not this terrible rate up for this character. There's so many better ways to potentially do this, in my opinion, instead of a 10x. Obviously not a Miracle Wish. Both of them, those would be bad. Maybe a Gift of Heaven, but it's 250 or 300, a massive lowering of that. And it's this awesome character that you're guaranteed to get. Then maybe have a 10x or maybe combination, something along those lines. There's so many different ways you can do this to where, because I think for most light spenders to people that are really enthusiastic about the game that want to save up, they want E1 Nicolas. They're not even trying to get E3 Nicolas, for example, because and there's just no reasonable financial way of doing that. They just block that out unless you get absurdly lucky. And let's actually talk about that math now. I think this is so cool. I love seeing stuff like this. And here we go. The probability of getting Santa on a Lego pull is 7.8, assuming you only get a Lego on pity. So this is worst case scenario that you have to go all the way. And most of the time, yes, maybe in the span of doing this, you might get 1 or 2 early ones. But let's say you had, 1,500 excellent runes, you're probably only going to break pity twice, maybe. Probably getting, so 7.8, assuming you only get a legendary in pity that with 1,200 excellent runes. So I think people were oh man, I'm really saved up, ready to go. I saw one person in my comments saying they had 700. And I was wow, that's crazy. That's so that was my version of being on the highest point. And then this, you only have a 48% chance with 1,200. So this is 500 more than what that guy had saved. Maybe that guy also had a ton of gems and he was able to do this, but you need an absolute insane amount to be able to do that. And that's only on a coin flip. Imagine spending 1,200 excellent runes on a coin flip to get Santa. And that's E0 Santa, for example. And then at 1,500, that is going to get you the guaranteed, but you would normally have a 55% chance. So they turned a better coin flip into a guarantee on the 10th glitch. So it's really not that good of a rate initially, but then the guaranteed makes it, it boosts it up quite considerably. So I am happy that they did that, but at the same, just for the people that are willing, just for the people that have actually gone out of their way to do that. But I think it doesn't address all of the other issues in the room. So I am happy for the people that are spending and they're not going to just get completely boned by not being able to get them, period. Because like imagine spending, you know, all the money that it takes to get 1,500 excellent runes, and then you only had a coin flip all along to be able to do this. I think also keep this in mind going forward for all 10x events, that it's like these are the odds you're working with here. So, you know, go for it, get the legendary, get the pity, but like I wouldn't be trying to pull anything other than that, you know, like, or whatever you're trying to save for, because it's like you only have a 7.8. And then keep that in mind when going for it. If you have 2 legendary pulls, you really didn't get unlucky if you missed out on getting the legendary you wanted if you hit pity like twice or 3 times. Like you need to hit pity a ton of times to be like, okay, yeah, I got screwed over on that 10x event. It's just, I just think that just speaks to the nature of how bad 10x events are. So that's pretty much it. Also, just to kind of update you guys on what I'm doing, I only had about 57 runes to pull, and then I had about 6,000. So that there was no way I could hit pity. So I'm just not going to bother. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be going for like the other one too, because I just don't have enough. But I figured I would at least take a shot, and I pulled 50 of them. I was like a little bit down on pity from there, and then didn't get anything. Didn't get a legendary or anything. But in other news, this was a while ago, but I figured this would be a good time to talk about it. I finally got Hazonia. Like, so that took a while, but you know, finally got one of the best characters in the entire game, which I think is badass. So I'm excited to build him out and be able to try him out. Also got Alec. So that's another exciting character to be able to build out, and I think Green Mark is going to really pop off. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Curious to hear your guys' thoughts below, and with that, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.